Leaf mould, one of nature's freebies. Natural product, full of goodness. Use it. Now's the time to get it as well. I use my leaf mould as an ingredient for my compost, which I put on last week, so you might have seen that one. But it is superb stuff. Most people are close to a park, meaning you got trees, which give you leaves. Different trees, as I've seen that photo, give you different leaves. So you have a different makeup, exactly the same as composting. I like different manures because they give you different ingredients. But now is the time to get them. This is a recent photos. This is an old one. This is one I used to have my allotment. So the 2 1-ton bags. I used to throw the leaves in. As you can see, them dry. The smaller the leaf on the left will break down obviously quicker than that one on the right. Exactly the same as my compost ingredients. And that's the end product, what I want. Use it as a mulch or as a top dressing, but I use it as a compost ingredient. Right, that's me. I've got home with me 1-ton bag of leaf mould. What I'm going to do is pick it up with a leaf picker upper, and it's got a shredder in, meaning it's going to come out half the size, so it's going to break down twice as quick. Exactly the same as my compost heap. Smaller the ingredient that goes in, the quicker the breakdown. This was a 4-foot square pen which I made on the plot, lined with plastic, a couple of air holes in, but you've got to wet every leaf that goes in, otherwise it'll stay crisp and do sod all. This was a pen I had, and this was just lined with Hessian sacking. But look at that, that was after 3 months. It is beautiful stuff. Every leaf that goes in gets a good soaking. That way, the bacteria and fungi break it down. Strong wind liners, just fill it up with the right one. 2-inch layer of leaves, then water it until you fill the lot. You don't need activator, just piddle on it to somewhere. And the end one on the left, couple of holes in the bottom, squash all the air out and knot it. And I used to do this every year, and you can bung them at the back of a shed or anywhere and just leave them for, or a little copy hole like I got there, just leave them for 6 months. After 6 months have a nose, and that's how mine look like. So I'm just opening one up as I am there. Yep, these do. And this was the lasagna method when I was in the compost. Trying it out with everything, so he's having a layer of leaf mould, then he'll have green waste next time round. If I want to piddle, I'll piddle on the compost. Obviously full of nitrogen, potassium and phosphate. And if I go reach it, the room mug gets it. When I give me talks, I donate garden related raffle prizes. One time I took a load of rhubarb because I was thick, straight, Boston stems, and they had this talk now they're on composting. And I come up across that, which somebody did have it. This is the bin I'm using now. When I was a 2-inch layer of leaf mould, water it, and put a carpet lid on as well, because as it drops down, you've got that cold void from the surface to the lid, and there's never any activity. So I put a bit of carpet lid on, and that clears out that cold void. So take the carpet off, and there you've got your worms. Bacteria and fungi more so than worms, but you still have worms. Beautiful stuff. Different leaves give you a different breakdown of goodies. Monted on, Charles Downing, tell you to make a compost pile out of leaf mould and compost pile using this method. What a load of crap. Roots allotments are telling them also to use this method. I've been asked to talk to them next year on composting, and it won't be this method. So they're either going to take my advice or fall out with me. This is off the internet. This is 26 quid for your leaf mould. What a load of crap. The wind's going to dry it out. It ain't going to do sod all. You've got to keep them moist, and you'll get it like that. If you want this stuff, you can't wait 6 months, 12 months or something. Just go to any park or something, loads of leaves. And I've been doing this recently, I'm still doing it. Scrape the new stuff away with your boot, which you can see there. Then the stuff which is under this year's leaves that have dropped, which is left on the photo, obviously that's last year's leaf mould under the new leaves. So I'll collect that up. So I've just collected a bag there. As you can see, I've scraped it down with my boot. Collected a nice bag of the stuff. I'll cover my tracks. I've had permission off the council, but just in case there's a WOG brigade, PC brigade, health and safety lurking about, well, I'll tell them to suck egg anyway. But, look at that Boston. So I've just collected that. I can use that now. There's a top dressing, filling a raised bed, anything like that. It's perfect for filling raised beds. This is taking the hound for a walk in the morning. As you can see there's a doggy bag, but I also fill them up with stuff. This is one I bought back. So I'm just separating the big lumps from the good stuff. I'll just and there's a bit on the right of kitchen scraps. Them leaves are too big, because I'm gonna put the old stuff in a new bag. So the leaves, I'm still gonna use them anyway. So there's the stuff I put underneath. That's all my compost ingredients bags under the staging in the greenhouse. So these leaves are exactly the same again. The smaller the ingredient, the quicker the breakdown. So I'm just going to cut them up with scissors. Help nature out. Work with nature. And you'll win every time. So lid off the bin. So leaves are going in. I've got 3 lids on the top. The top one is a bath towel. I've shook all the worms onto the next one. That's an old piece of carpet. Some people don't like using carpet. All I'm doing is lifting one side of the carpet over and putting half of those leaves in my compost bin. That's a close up. Look at them little babbies. Stuff put in this yesterday. That's putting the rest on the other side of the bin. And that's shaking me extra worms back on top. Years ago I was going down a fishing tackle shop and get some extra worms, but now I just have 3 layers of not carpet, but a porous, and just keep them moist, and you get your extra worms that way. Look at that, beautiful. Just spread the extra worms about and put my lids back on. This is an ideal breeding ground for the worms. Just keep them moist, which is going to give the worm moisture and the warmth. That's my last what's going in. That's ideal because it's an old bath towel, and you can cut that to size, the size of the bin. Beautiful stuff. After 2 months that's broken down as well. But it's beautiful. And there's my bin. It's got his winter coat on, which is black plastic, which if the sun out, the black will absorb the sun and the heat. We had a -4 last week, and I've still got worm activity on top of me. So there's the new stuff which I've dragged out, which is obviously last year's leaf mould. So if you don't want to wait, or that little bit of extra work, just get that. So I've got another bag of that new stuff. So I ain't got to wait 6 months or something. And that's all I'm after. Boston. And my next input will be raised beds and no dig. Not using cardboard.